Are you a budding videographer, or are you looking for some work as a freelancer in video editing? Well, hey, this video is for you. I'm going to be talking about how to get clients and the strategy to get there. Well, it's been about 5 years since I've been creating content and been delivering video editing projects to clients. So today I'm going to let you all those insights on how to get clients. So let's get started. So here's the deal. Before I start talking about that specific process, there are a few prerequisites, things that you need to do before you start approaching clients. I'm going to be talking about those before we get into the meat of the story. Well, on any case, I have been creating other content. So if you like this content, please hit that like button right now and subscribe so that you can follow for more similar content. And let's get started. Prerequisite number 1, create an online presence. Now, you can create an online presence in whatever mechanism you need. You think Instagram is easy? Do Instagram. If you think you'd want to create videos on TikTok or Facebook, choose that. If you think your videos are way too premium and you might want to go for a website to showcase those, do that. The first thing that you need to do is to start building an online presence. Why do you think this is necessary? Of course, I know that you know the answer over here, but still, just for the sake of those people who don't know the answer to this, well, every time that you approach a client, they will ask for a portfolio. They might want to see your developments for either as a reference to what they would need or as a reference to what they might not have in mind but are looking for something like that. And in all of those cases, those references help. So showcasing your work, your branded content is going to be of a huge booster in your client servicing. Number 2, create a niche of your interest. As I said, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you choose, you need to make sure that there is a niche that you're capturing. Because that way you'll be able to target very specific customers from that platform. Because they will have seen what you can do and what you can deliver specifically for their projects. So do that. Select a niche and stick to creating content around that. If you ask me in terms of ROI or return on investment in learning any of these, there is almost no difference. The amount that you can charge for a YouTube video can be very similar to the one that you can charge for creating an Instagram reel. I have another video over here that you can check out in detail to understand what are the specific charges for different platforms and for different content that you might create. And that brings me to prerequisite number 3. Have your clear pricing strategy. What do you want to give? You want to give artwork creation, you want to give video editing, you might just want to give sound design. Are you going to provide reels? Are you going to provide the same content in 3 different formats? Those are the things that you might want to keep in mind when you get started. You should have all of these ready because your client will ask you for this. And if you don't have it right away, they will take you for a joyride. And trust me, they have done this enough times. Your clients are talking to a lot of different freelancers at the same time. You need to be sure that what you are going to be presenting is exactly what they need, and or at least you have everything that is required for them on your fingertips. I don't mean this over here, but literally something that you know by heart, right? So those are the things that are prerequisites. Now on to the strategy. Here's a strategy that I follow and I would recommend you to start off on the same lines, but be okay to devise something slightly new because every once in a while a strategy will get old and boring and might not be able to give you the same returns as in when it was initiated. So here's mine. I'm going to be doing this primarily for YouTube because that's easy to explain and you can try to follow this for the different platforms which are out there as well. Okay, so when you start off with YouTube, what you want to do is make a list of YouTubers that are going to create good content or have just probably started. You like the kind of videos that they've been putting out, but you see that there are not too many views or subscribers on that channel. Even if they're not hiring or they don't mention it anywhere, it's still okay. Well, there's another thing that I do is to keep a list of YouTubers who have just crossed the 10,000 subscriber mark, because these are the guys who will start to monetize their channels, and for that monetization they have money and they would want to reinvest that money. The next step is find footages from their channel, whether it is unedited, which is slightly hard to come by, or if it is edited in a very specific format. Can you change that format? Can you give them slightly different, something different that they will be able to publish or add to discoverability? Can your content creativeness help them get more attention or more eyes on those videos? Can you create thumbnails for them? All of these are the things that you will have to present to get their attention. What you can do is re-edit that video that you have selected, use captions, add a relevant b-roll, add a good sound design to it, and complete that particular video. Next thing is you need to send it out to them. This outreach can be through multiple formats. Email is the easiest, right? But you'll have to find an email. Now, to find this email, you might have the email in their channel description itself, but also check out their LinkedIn profiles, their Facebook profiles, or their Instagram profiles. These are places where you can approach them very quickly and be able to get in touch. In a lot of different cases, they might not revert back quickly. You need to stick to that client and follow up. If you don't follow up, they will forget you as soon as you forget them. Now, let's say you have an approval or something coming in from a client, you need to start approaching it very professionally. You need to tell them that you have a team, or the kind of expertise that you have, or the kind of approach that you have in mind for them to become a better YouTuber or an influencer. Be ready for that first call with them, because they will ask you about your pricing and they will ask you about your delivery times. So you have to keep all of those things in mind before you get into that first meeting. Right. This is my way of getting clients and reaching out to a lot of different clients. Now the thing is that there is approximately a 10% conversion ratio. Don't be disheartened by it. This is an industry standard. When I say 10%, that means every 100 customers that you reach out there, actually 100 people that you reach out there, only 10 might become your customers. So that is the deal, and that tells me that you need to keep on trying to find new clients consistently. This is one strategy that I've talked to you about now. I will be sharing a couple of more strategies. So make sure that you subscribe to this particular channel so that I can talk about these things more. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you have a slightly different strategy or you disagree with what I'm seeing, put it there in the comments below. Well, all being said and done, I want to tell you that this strategy was particularly for YouTube. I use something very similar for my LinkedIn clients and Instagram clients as well. So the strategy might change a slight bit, but more or less this would be the same format. Anyway, this is all that I had this time. Thank you so much for joining in. I will see you in another video. In case you don't know the video editing software that you might be using, you'll have to keep in mind that there is a particular set of courses that I have created, Premiere Pro being one of them. You can choose to go through this course and learn those skills and come back to this channel for more content on how to find clients.